everybody, good morning or good afternoon or good evening. Oh, hang on, no, sorry, it's not over. wrong button. Depending on what time it is for you or you are, I thought I'm gonna like save a little time and I'm gonna get into queue during the countdown. I didn't think my queue would pop, and now I'm trying to do my intro and also learn Resto Shaman at the same time, and it's not going well. There's a Spirit Link Totem. What else do we got? We got Healing Wave, that's a good idea. Healing Wave and Chain Heal, that'll fix this. How is everybody doing? Good morning, Vinda Doug. How is everybody? Are any more of these buttons helpful? Oh, maybe the Earth Shield. That seems shaman-y. I know very little about Resto Shamans. I know enough. Maybe. What does this button do? Ancestral Swiftness. Oh, is that like a Nature Swiftness? Maybe we should put that down here. Next instant healing, no mana. If you know Nature. Oh, they have a Nature Swiftness too. That's confusing. Two different classes. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope your weekend's going well. I'm excited to time walk for some more badges. I don't know if I need to do it all day. I jumped a couple of characters in the list. I thought maybe I just do the ones that can do healer queues, because that'll be a little bit faster. And the only thing that I feel like I need on the vendor still that I haven't got yet is there's a toy called something Oathstone. It's a little skipping rock toy, and it sounds fun, and I want it. I was trying to learn how to skip rocks in real life not too long ago, and I'm pretty bad at it, but it was very exciting the first time I got one to actually jump once. And I think that would be kind of a fun fidget toy in WoW, so I would like to get that. There's other toys. I was kind of looking up what the other toys did in WoWhead, and it wasn't really super impressing me. The photo one apparently just takes like a screenshot automatically whenever you kill a boss, but it like includes your UI and stuff, and I feel like it's not gonna be very cinematic. And also I don't know if I need those memories. Love skipping rocks terribly with my boyfriend, who's way better. Flabby can like do it. Flabby can send him like halfway across the pond. I was excited to just do it once. I also dislike it's too you know, you spend all this time looking for the perfect skipping rock, and then you get one shot to make it bounce, and then if you don't, you just thrown it into the sea or whatever. Like, that's harsh. You know, there's only so many flat-bottomed rocks out there. Yo. And it's a little bit of a bummer that you don't really get like trial runs. You know, you could practice with like less good bouncy rocks, but you know, there's only so far those are gonna get you.
My sacrifice will keep these halls saved!
Okay. Hey, Average Teacup, how you doing today? Yeah, Riptide is a good idea. Rock spent hundreds of years getting to the shore versus some random on the shore.
I will eliminate you!
Yeah. This is my Flabby. Speaking of Flabby, this is my Flabby knockoff character. There was one point where we made like Temu versions of each other's mains, and this is my Temu Flabby. Her name is Krabby. She's salty Krabby right now. She was originally, because of that, supposed to be an enhancement shaman, but we're not doing that right now. That would mean a DPS queue. And honestly, if I'm being honest, a one-button rotation. Good old days when the rain is heavy, the streets are long lakes, we use them for rock skipping. Those were the days. I'll go super far. When I'm picturing those old days, they take on like sepia tones. Strange plinky plonky music starts playing. I think I'm in a documentary. I think I'm imagining like the 1800s. The nice thing about the rock skipping toy though is I'm pretty sure it's only 600. It's some kind of Oathstone. There's only 600 badges, and I wouldn't hate getting extra badges just ahead of things I probably want to buy next week. But I also wouldn't hate doing some rare farming for mounts. That might be nice. I've been 5 of 8 for a while. I'm never gonna get to 6 of 8 if I don't sit down and work on it for a little bit. I'm a little sleepy this morning. I decided to give the cats another chance at sleeping in the bedroom with us. And Tiki... Tuna just sleeps. Tuna just curls up by your feet and sleeps like an angel. But Tiki, bless his heart, is so excited that he wants to, like, come up to your neck, and he wants to come up to your face, and he wants to, like, throw his body into your neck and face, and then he wants to knead on, like, your throat, and then he wants to kind of nibble on your chin, and then he kind of wants to play with my hair. And I think he's just young, because, like, we fed him late, and we played with him, and he was tired, but, like, he was just really excited. And it was very cute. He was very happy. I didn't sleep a lot. I didn't sleep a great deal. The move might be just to sleep without the cats in the bedroom, and then in the morning, let them in, and then just, like, have a nice Sunday morning snuggle. Bring a newspaper into bed or something, speaking of the past. I'm sure there's still people that read newspapers in bed. It sounds more romantic than scrolling on your phone. In theory, I only need 3 time walking dungeons to afford the toy, and I would have a few extra badges. How many left over did I have previously? 200. Crinkle had 200 that we didn't spend last time. One thing I'm clearly not super good at in Shaman, and it's fine because I'm not planning on playing this beyond time walking, but I guess maybe it's nature swiftness. Yeah, that helped a little bit. Emergency heals. Oh, I haven't pressed Ascendance once. Maybe that's part of my problem. Let's see if that button does anything cool. I was thinking, in an emergency, I know my Spirit Link, and that's helpful, but that's kind of my only move.
Even the memories of you will
Gotta be something else. What about Healing Tide Totem? Nope, not expecting of that. Bars are relics of pre-button purge. Grandpa used to read his Sunday paper in his rocket chair. Picked up The Onion once because it was free, and I don't think he realized right away it was satire. The Onion was a printed publication? I always figured it was just not just a website, but I always figured it was like a website. I didn't know that they actually printed papers. That's incredible. Trying spinning? That's a cool trick. Good morning, Hazel. Hope your day started good. Thank you very much. Good morning. Not too bad so far. Getting things together. Here in Minneapolis, absolutely. That's where their offices were. Wow. I wonder at what point he clued in. Proud owner of the Midsummer Mount on the last stoning day. I was about to lose it. Well, congratulations on your new mount. Oh yeah, we're still in the, at least for another 51 minutes in the overlap between Darkmoon Faire, Midsummer, and then Time Walking, of course, for leveling. I'm sure some people are tripling up on their buffs. I got everything I want from Midsummer. It feels good. I can just let the holiday leave. Let it float away like a cloud in the sky. Stinking. That makes more sense than stoning. Although I did think that stoning was a pretty metal way of emphasis. I felt like it conveyed a sense of real anger. Something's got to be you got to be pretty mad for something to be stoning. Not only available in print, but was in old school coin-op newsstands on my college campus. Wow. That gosh darn Oktoberfest mount. I was gonna say, I don't know if I've ever seen a coin-op newsstand, but I think I have. I think I have. Funnily enough, I think a lot of the newspapers that I've been exposed to in like the communities that I've lived have just been free. They must run on advertising. Kodo and the Flying Machine. The Flying Machine's pretty silly. This year's gonna be your year though, I believe. I believe. okay. Let's press Ascendance and maybe, yeah, everything's gonna be okay. This is fun. Ascendance is such a wonky form. What am I? I'm a bit Pixar. Hello, hi Scarlett. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. How am I doing today? I was hairstyling, trying to decide if curtain bangs were cute. I decided that at this length they are not. They need to be a little bit longer for that. Is that the Viranoth model? Looks so nice. I don't know if it's the same one actually. Viranoth might be a little fancier. You can see the Turbulent Timeways mount in your journal on live. If you search Spawn of Viranoth, it is in there. You have to use the unhinged old Ascendant form with the crazy hair. I'm guessing that's a glyph. Good, how are you? I'm alright. I'm really sleepy. I might perk up in a little bit after some coffee. I decided to try letting the cat sleep with us again last night, and Tiki was very excited about it at various points throughout the night. Also, I didn't help because I ended up taking a nap yesterday, so then I was up kind of late anyways. My schedule's all wonky, so it's not just the cat's fault. It is definitely on me too. A crazy wake that was in every direction.
Let me show ya the power of the elements!
Whoa. Oh yeah, I have to hide. That's right. This way.
You're gonna catch your death!
Yeah. I think a couple of time walking and then maybe some room for me. That sounds nice. Oh, okay.
Very fun.
Well, I wonder if that's going to be a problem.
Let me show ya the power of the elements!
Apparently our neighbor kid that had been giving Moose sticks to chew on through the fence gave him a bone that is not super safe for him to have. And Flabby got it away from him, but I'm wondering if that's going to be a problem.
Can't stop.
We might have to try to find a kind way to chat. Oh, I want them to be friends, but man. She really showed that mage the power of the elements. Friend's kid didn't nap during their car ride to the amusement park, so he fell asleep on my shoulder at one point. Aww. This note on all the amusement. Lava Kayesta, thank you very much for the 26-month resub. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. I have... In terms of other characters that can heal, I'm pretty sure I have at least one more shaman. I have my Prevoker, which I have to do just for the nostalgia. Especially in Dragonflight Time Walking. It'll be like a trip back in time. I don't think I've healed as a Prevoker since I quit in Dragonflight, so it's been a couple years. I don't think I need... I mean, I never really, got my Omnium Folio unlocked thing, but I can just do that later, I'm sure. What if I fall behind in my Omnium Folio? Who's gonna find me? Just wait until the whole thing unlocks in a few weeks? Yeah. That seems smart. I was talking yesterday about how I'd lost my stack of legal pads that I was using for to-do lists and getting organized and stuff, and I was just driving myself nuts because I couldn't find them, and for whatever reason I didn't want to use different paper. And you guys were telling me just order more and you'll find them. So I ordered more, I ordered like cute colored ones because whenever I lose something and I have to just like replace it, or something breaks and I have to replace it, I have this compulsion to get a slightly better version in some way or another than whatever I had the last time. So I don't feel like it was a complete loss and it was instead an excuse to upgrade. So even just for like the legal pads, it's like, well, these ones are gonna be pink and purple. And that's gonna be cute. It's gonna look cute on the desk. I can't be the only one who does that whenever just replacing something that you've like lost or broken. Doesn't have to be like a lot better, but can't be exactly the same one unless the original one was just perfect. I didn't find the original ones. I did find my hole punch. And I really thought that the pads were going to be with the hole punch. The hole punch was like buried in a pile of squishmallows on a shelf in my closet. I forgot that I'd stored some of them, so I'm rotating them back out to sit on my lap. At least until a real cat comes by. It's like the famous saying, it's quiet at the hospital. Too quiet. Kitties. We're having a nice breakfast. We're trying to train them to not get on the table when there's food on the table. And we're doing that basically just by moving them off the table when there's food on the table about 100,000 times. And it's kind of sort of starting to work. But Tiki's kind of a food gremlin. So he's really motivated to check out whatever you have. Tuna's just kind of along for the ride, but Tiki really wants to know what you have. And I was having a banana yesterday. And Moose came to ask for a piece. And I usually give Moose like a little piece of... If I'm eating like a fruit or vegetable that he can have, I usually give him a little piece of it. And so Moose sits and I give him his little piece of banana and he takes it and he goes to eat it. And Tiki's looking at him like, meow the heck was that? So we like Google if cats can have banana. And apparently like a little bit's not going to be a huge problem. So I like nibble off like a little bit of banana and I give it to Tiki because I felt bad because I gave some to Moose and I don't want to be favoring one of my children over the other. And I wasn't even sure if he was going to eat it because cats eat like meat, you know? They're carnivores. They're not supposed to love fruit. And he kind of like eats it and then he's like, meow! And then he like starts begging for more. And I didn't give him any more because I didn't want to ruin his tummy, but it was pretty funny. Yeah, he was following me around. I had to like speed finish the rest of the banana so that he could go back to his normal state of being. Tinfoil time. They don't care about tinfoil. Kira used to. Tinfoil used to work to keep Kira off of stuff. It does not work with these guys. Tuna actively likes it. Tuna will jump around and play on tinfoil on purpose. Cats. Unpredictable. Unpredictable little guys. Oh, man. I didn't realize how much I was relying upon the tinfoil theory to protect houseplants until I realized it didn't work, and then I'm like, well,
Welcome to the Dragon Isles.
I guess I'm downsizing my houseplants.
Aspects watch over you.
Alright. Let's do a couple more. One of my cats is very finicky with her wet food, so glad she loves the gravy lover stuff. She likes the finer things. A first-class Titanic passenger. Friend came around yesterday, put brownies on the sidewell. While I was saying goodbye to my friend, unbeknownst to me, dog got the brownies, finished the whole tray. Thankfully okay. Man, I was scared. Oh, man. Big dog? That's such a dog move. They would. I'm getting into a resto spec. Frenchie. Oh, not that big of a dog. Hungry dog. That's right, you do have a Frenchie. I knew that. Hi, Moose. I don't know what any of these mean. Sure. Let's just get stuff. Healing cues seem really nice and fast, which is useful for my purposes here. We do time walking. Make sure we have, yeah, some version of gear. I'm sure it's fine. I think my favorite part of the stream is the occasional elitist upper-class Victorian voice you do. Elitist upper-class Victorian voice. Oh, I do kind of know the one. Oh. Rest of Shami's science. I've decided to expedite getting the rest of the badges that I need. I'm just gonna do the characters that can heal. But I'm getting into some classes that don't really heal on. I have 2 paladins, and I'm looking at them like, should I try and play holy? I don't know. I guess it's time walking. I could probably make it up. I feel better about the Prevoker or the Monk, even. Catch-up gear option too good for low levels. Free big bags? Gear is okay, too. I hadn't done it in a bit. The last time I tried to do it, they wanted me to actually, like, quest, or, like, they put me in the thing. And I didn't want to be in the thing. I had places to be. I was logging into that character to do something.
Ours is a solemn burden.
Oh. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I love you. Oh, coffee delivery. I can hear Moose Ethers drinking a gallon of water. He's one of those dogs that'll start drinking water and then you'll just like kind of you'll kind of zone out and then you'll like zone back in like 10 minutes later and you're like, is he still drinking? He's got like a big bowl and he can just drain it. I don't know how he doesn't get all gurgly. What's service? How is Hazel this Sunday? I'm good. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty sleepy. I'm hoping we perk up a little bit. I'm a little irritated the regular world quest didn't get an XP buff. But the ones on Nagtel give 3 times as much. Yeah, I heard they're really good for leveling. I'm sure they're not even hard to do. It's on normal. I just like all of my first impressions of Nagtel and Vol are from doing it on heroic. And on heroic, I died. Excessively. And a lot. Late night partying must have been at Montreal's Jazz Fest as well. Ooh, were you at Montreal's Jazz Fest? How was it? Was it fun? We have a Jazz Fest in Victoria, but I haven't been for many years. Should go sometime. They do like events all over the city. Hi Hazel, hi douchebag Luke, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Final night out of this world. You're living. You would not like it though, just based on the scale. Yeah, probably. Let's see if we can have some. Oh, that's pretty high. Oh yeah. I never really figured out why I have an orc shaman named Honeyplum. I know I like the name Honeyplum. I don't remember why she became an orc shaman. I don't remember what the goal was. She looks great. She looks awesome in the heritage armor. Farmin Mogs, my new EU account? Oh, nice. That'll keep you busy. What's the starting point? Do you start in raids? Do you go old to new? Type /dance, see the answer. I don't know if she was a randomized roll. I don't think so. I must have gotten it into my head that I wanted to play like an LA Shaman or something. Or maybe just get regular Orc Heritage. I don't think I had regular Orc Heritage before her. The fact that she's wearing it means that's probably what I made her for. Jazz Fest huge here in New Orleans. Oh yeah, I bet. That's got to be one of the best ones in the world. ICC is my first raid. The closing weekend overlaps with the opening weekend of the Cirque Festival, which is my favorite. Free outdoor shows, incredible athletes. Oh, that sounds like fun. Did not get Fire Festival this year. Oh, Kristen, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Next year. Next year will for sure be your year. For sure. Got a food fest going on this summer in Minneapolis. What's the primary attraction for you in a food fest? Do you have one like holy grail thing that you seek out? 2 weekends, 8 days, Thursday through Sunday. Cheese curds. Easy. Good choice. Good choice. Such a Midwesterner. Ah, you like what you like, you come from where you come from, you can't take it out of you. I'm the same way about food that I grew up with. Did get the Hearthstone and the matches. The vendor had some great stuff this time around. I've been pretty happy with the holiday cosmetics they've been adding. I always forget that there's 2 different ways you can go. This is fine too. Wonder if I could pull a boss on fire. I have... I'm not gonna worry about it. It doesn't matter. Who knows what your buttons do? You press a few of them and then you just hope stuff happens. I did get one of the Keyblades. Oh yeah, we did that yesterday at the end of stream. I picked out the lesser ornate one because it looked more like just a regular key to me. And then I'm gonna hold off on the other ones, and I think I'm gonna hold off on the rest of the mod because like it's really unrealistic to grind enough badges to clear out an entire time walking vendor, a brand new one of all these like expensive mod items. I got some nice ones, but at a certain point I gotta start saving my badges. There's mounts that I don't have. And I get the skipping rock, I'm gonna have to go take it and find some good places to skip. I understand it has a pretty short cooldown, so it might be good like fiddle toy. That sounds nice. Just skip rock by lake, have some coffee. Not tired at all. Guilds and groups who try to clear a time walking vendor within that week, but it is not for me. Yeah. The vendors don't go anywhere. You know they're going to be back eventually. It's only the tiniest hint of FOMO, because if you miss something on a time walking vendor, it's not going to be back tomorrow, but it'll be back one day. They always cycle back around. I do like Resto Shaman animations. They're really fun. The water looks very nice. Got a cosmetic, but it stayed as if it's just for the one character instead of becoming one with the warband. That's weird. That's very weird. It sounds bugged.
Even the memories of you would be
Are there
cinders.
transmogs that are still character specific? I know there's mounts, I think, that are not warband. Unless they changed them. They changed some of them. You'd probably put the fire out on yourself rather than just sit at your PC. Maybe. Morning. Good morning, Miss Nebulous. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. I'm feeling time walking. Good, you? Good. Comfy. Very comfy. Or if they did the badges for alts, kind of killed time walking for me. Yeah, definitely used to be better. This is a little bit of a hot take, but I slightly prefer this version of it because even though you don't get as many badges per alt, I'd almost rather take that hit and then be able to consolidate badges. This is going crazy. Consolidate badges by transferring them, because before when you got 500 per character they weren't transferable, and you could still like get the stuff because all the stuff you were buying was account bound, but you would just have to organize like how many badges you needed per character to get a given thing. Can you hear that? I'm not sure if that comes through. It's behind the mic, so it probably wouldn't be too loud. But yeah, I could use a few more badges altogether. I wouldn't hate if they let us do both. Have them transferable and give us 500 per character, but I understand why they don't. I'm just lazy when it comes to time walking. I don't have the stamina to do tons of it. Although I guess I did this week. I've been doing time walking all week. I think this is more time walking than I've like ever done. Up until this point, this is generational. Unprecedented levels of time walking commitment from Hazel. Hey, so cute. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I washed it yesterday, so it's a little fluffy still. Oh. How much more you gotta do to get the things you're going for? Not too much. Not too much. I decided I just want one more toy. I'm gonna leave the pet alone. They want 2,200 badges for the pet, and it's one pet. I think I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it for now. I just want the skipping rock, and it's only 600 badges, I think. I got both the back pieces. I got one Keyblade. I got the Druid of the Flame set. I got both mounts. That's what I've bought so far. So 10, 14, 15, 16 or 17k badges that I've spent this time walking so far. I did have some to begin with. I didn't start on like a dead zero.
Let me show ya the power of the
Oh, she's gonna show us the power of the elements. I have been getting this dungeon a lot.
You're gonna nothing can stop us.
I feel like I've been here before. I'm bad at spending tokens. Check for giggles. Have 120k of them across tunes. Holy, you're set for a long time. I mean, lucky for you if you did want to spend them. And I'd understand if you didn't. Hoarding currency is fun. Ask my trader's tender. But if you did want to spend them, you're going to have access to a whole variety of time walking vendors as we go through Turbulent Timeways. It's going to be a different one every week. I feel like if you got that many, you should just have a free pass from time walking forever and ever. You've done your time. Every other new thing free. Like some achievement that they add that just like, gives you a lifetime pass. Any future time walking vendors. I could get on board with that.
The elemental will cleanse the waters. Yeah.
I do like having a kick as a healer. That's kind of a novelty. I don't want it all the time because I don't want that kind of responsibility. It's nice though. After this dungeon, let's count up how many badges we have and see how we're doing. Gee. Wouldn't mind doing something different with nice cup of coffee.
protect the Isles.
Dragonflight time walking felt like such a big event just because of how many things I decided I wanted from the vendor.
Aspects watch over you.
Alright, so let's consolidate. Yeah, I got 700. This should be enough. Oh, it's only 500. It's the Oathstone Fragment. So I'll get that. It's the cheapest of the 3 toys. And I think it's going to be the best one. I don't think I'm going to get these. They're kind of ugly. They're kind of not the finest version of what they are. I got the Aquilon and I haven't ridden it since, and if that doesn't tell you something.
Glory to all dragons.
Is this real life now? I think I could be done. I could do something different. Here, Inksy needs to go find some good rock skipping spots. Probably some good ones at in the neighborhood. Next task on list is drink some coffee and have a think about it. Probably rares, but you know you always could do. I didn't do it. I'm walking on my Evoker, and that might be fun just for the nostalgia. I could try and figure out what Revokers do. Wish we could have non-warband character view with the warband backgrounds. I would love just other backgrounds, but with just the one character, like, zoomed in, you know? Gnomes get too small. Gnomes get shrunk down too little. This is a 5-second cooldown, so you can skip rocks a lot. Let's go find some water. Some flat water. I guess it doesn't have to be flat water, does it? This isn't real life. This is video game. I want to ride a horse. When was the last time I rode a horse? Ridden a... Where's a nice one? That's a nice horse. I look lovely on it. It matches my armor. Let's go. Come on, horsey. Let's go find some water to skip rocks on. That's a nice pike. Yeah, the character mogs look better with the more detailed view. Love the pink. I'm jealous. Thank you very much. That is a nice horse. Gonna put it on my bar so I might get it out again later. I like how it's got kind of fluffy feet. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's fun. So while you're casting it, and it is a very short cooldown, you're like holding the rock in your hand. And then I think it has like a variable amount of skips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's maximum. 1. Yeah, it's variable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanna go do it at the ocean. It's so cute. I'm complete now. I'm gonna hold on to this for way too long. I'm gonna keep that on my bar. People are gonna be like, what's that spell on your E key? I'm gonna be like, have you heard the good news about the Oathstone Fragment? I'm pretty far from the ocean. I guess I could fly. Where's the fun in that, though? I like running through the neighborhood and taking the roads, because it makes the whole zone feel more alive. And I feel like you don't really have a reason to be on the roads around here, but you miss so much when you're in the air. I didn't know about this shepherd and all these sheeps. Look, there's a sheepdog! There's a sheepdog herding sheep! I did not know that. That's adorable. He looks so happy. Look, he's herding them. I'm gonna become a new content creator where it's just vibes. No content, only vibes. That's a good dog model. Someone must have actually put some work into this. Because he's literally like rounding them up. Neighborhood dog with that model that looks a lot like Finley. Wish so much it was attainable. Isn't there a version of that that you can get? Isn't it Toby? Let me see. Pets. It's not the right colors. But Tobias is oh, Tobias has a hat as well. That's a bit silly. Similar. I kind of wish I could have him without the hat. Dogs don't wear hats. They're dogs. And plus he's covering up his cute little face. Are they listening to him or am I making that up? No, the sheep are 1000% listening to them. Look, he's gonna run to one side of them. They're not listening to me. They're not afraid of me at all. That one's gotten out of the way, so he's gonna turn around, he's gonna bark, and it's gonna run back into the group. He's literally hurting them. It's very cute. Oh, maybe they are afraid of me, because I think I ruined everything. I think I've made his job much harder. They all kind of ran away from me. Do they? They do! This shepherd is probably, like, I know he's an NPC, but he must just hate me. Spotted white with a black mask as the neighborhood dog. I'll keep an eye out for him. I didn't think that the sheep were gonna be afraid of me. That dog's gonna be running them up for hours now. Alright. No time to lose. We must carry on our pilgrimage to the ocean. So I can skip additional rocks on salt water. What else are we gonna see? You never know. Oh, kitty. You always gotta stop and pet the neighborhood cats. I feel like I'm paying homage to local deities whenever I do that. Maybe I should fly less. This is fun! Looks like there's some gardening. I would love if there were some seasonal changes to the, neighborhood. Because I know there's different areas of it look like different seasons, but it'd be cool if there was actual adjustments. Are you waiting for someone, or are you just living? That basket's the size of you. I never do the puzzle anymore. We're getting a ton more,
Browse.
actually we might have gotten more already.
Enjoy.
There's more decor coming in 12.1 for sure to the vendors. Kind of says that he knows some things that I don't know yet. But I don't know if he really does.
There is no hurry. May I be of
I think
service?
maybe... No, there are things that I didn't know yet. Hang on. I missed... these came in 1207, right? Square blue rug everyone was happy about. Yeah. Broken fence, love that. Gotta get at least one of everything. Oh yeah, the gravestones. They did add these, that's right. Hay bales I feel like will be good for my chicken run. More fences. Oh, yeah, this bench is super cute. With the upholstery on it. Sorry, don't mind me just shopping. I completely forgot about all of this. I have gold, right? Yeah, I've got it. Okay. I had to check, make sure I'm not about to bankrupt myself over here. New crafted decor also. Yeah, I never caught up on the first batch from midnight anyway. I want to. This. I wanted that. Here, get another one. Oh yeah, the planters. Get a bunch of those, though. That's gonna be important.
Your coin is always welcome.
Okay, and then what do you? Now I'm gonna have to do this
How's
carefully.
my wares?
Oh yeah, those are super cute. I was getting confused last time because stuff was mixed in. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope your weekend's going well. Yeah, these are nice. I needed more like lights. Hopefully those have good amounts of light that they give. I needed lots of stuff like that. Oh, it's cute. I love the quilt. Oh, it's very Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The style of bed. How did they know that was my aesthetic? Oh yeah, gonna need some of those for sure. Don't mind me just collecting rugs. Do you hear about them doing couples karaoke? I don't care what anyone says. I'm excited. I think that sounds really fun. I'm hoping that the editors won't subject us to like 3+ minute long tracks from people that just cannot sing. You want just enough of the highlights to be funny, and then I want to find out that some of them can sing and be pleasantly surprised. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be so fun. I'd rather watch that than the food thing. Remember they used to do the food challenges around the 4th of July? Those were horrific. Those were a crime against my eyes. I'll never forgive them for that, so I'll take anything else. Happy Sunday, you too. I wonder if there's probably more. I probably missed a few things. If there's new vendor on those if there's new decor on those vendors, there's probably new decor over here on this guy too. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I need all of it. That's right. I'm just kind of skimming the collected or not collected in the top corner to determine what to get here. It looks like violet bellflowers are the main thing we were missing.
Safe travels.
Needed jail time for that. There was a really horrific one a couple seasons ago where they had them get like a mouthful, like transfer like a mouthful of ketchup or something down a whole line of people to get it into a bowl. And it was like from Saw. I've never seen Saw and it shows, but like, ugh. Who wants to air that? I hope everybody involved is ashamed of themselves. I'm gonna go skip my rocks. Although, hang on. Now that we're on the right road, I gotta get my horses back. Look at the mill. I wonder if running around the neighborhood would ever make you want to like move. I feel like I like my those apples, tomatoes, apples. I feel like I like my corner of the neighborhood though. My friend Doug just living way off in a corner near nobody else. Kind of want to go creep my friends' houses, but that's not what I came down here for. I want to get to the beach. You cannot get Infinite Time Raver with badges. You can only get Infinite Time Raver with luck. The lords of RNG must smile upon you. Got to move my plot according to season. This is so cute and fall-y. It's nice. I liked the, I mean, this lighthouse is fine. I like the, here, we're gonna cheat a little bit. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of beach here. I like the area with the seagulls up the tower on the beach area. This is nice. There's no plots right here. This particular area is all like, there's plots over here. This was originally where I wanted to build my house, was one of these plots. And I changed my mind when I saw the mountain ones, but originally I wanted one of the beachfront ones because, you know, waterfront, plus I liked this little, the seagulls, look, they fly away. Woo! It just seemed like a nice place to just like hang out and spend some time. Horses famously do good on stairs, right? Here we go. I was next to there. It's my dream house, away from people, but not too far. It's a duck. That's the life. Oh, kept going. This is Westfall Files. I was like 7. Yeah, I wonder if there's no upper limit. The Wowhead comment was saying 5, but I wonder if they just didn't check it somewhere this far, or like maybe it's just like a crazy outlier roll to get that many skips. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a little randomized. Excellent toy. 500 Time Warp badges on the Dragonflight Time Walking vendor if anyone wants it. It's the Fragmented Oath Stone. Hi, Moose! I heard you had quite the adventure this morning. Are you exhausted? Did you run around like a crazy dog trying to keep Dad from taking your new bone? Are you in cahoots with the neighbor children? Oh, dear. Okay. That was nice. Oh, some of this stuff didn't learn automatically. Some of it went to my bags. That's kind of funny. Let's go back to my house. I want to ride like a albatross over there. I feel like that goes with the energy over here. I'm gonna put a couple more flowers in my yard. I want to see if I can make it back to my house without UI. See if I know where I live. I bet I do. Because there's that big tower. There's that big tower. That's the one I'm looking at. There's the bridge. This is nice. I should do this more. Give them some treats that Moose would like that are safe. Yeah. That's a good idea. I wanted to put some of the new flowers. They were bell flowers, I think. There's Reaching, Wild. I always make things big. Toxic urge to make things just large. Nice. House is on that plot as well. Yeah. I like it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do one more time walking dungeon just for old time's sake because my evoker deserves a go. And then I think I might do some rare farming today. That sounds nice. I can't think of anything I would rather do. But my poor pre-evoker. It's Dragonflight time walking. This is her time. Let's get into preservation. Still planning on having a new adult? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Plans is a strong word. It's funny. I'm like, I don't know about this little ponytail and bangs as I sit here in a ponytail and bangs. I don't know if this is working for me. I don't know if it looks quite right. I think she should be bald again. How about concepts? Let's do the time walking. They changed some of these and I don't know what they do anymore. I need at least one bald character as a tribute to my bald era. And I really appreciate the scales on the head of an evoker, or a Drakthir, rather. Some of those hairs really remind me of Targaryen hairstyles. Yeah. The concept of a plan, the beginnings of a plan. Plan-like inklings, that kind of thing. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do this. Didn't I have... Nope. I might have figured it out later. I was gonna say, isn't there something I can do to, like, be less of a dragon? Obviously, we've got Visage. Chosen Identity. Yeah, that's the one. Battle Visage? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Battle Visage. Assume your visage whenever you're not casting draconic spells. Yeah, so you can have both of those on. They really put their all in Drakthir Visage. You'll need to be stuck in dragon form and follow it up with Earthen, right? I don't know. Sure. There's Reversion. There's Emerald Blossom. Verdant Embrace doesn't jump me any. Oh, it does say fly to an ally. I guess I was standing next to them. Must be an option that doesn't require you to. Blessing of the Bronze is such a funny raid buff. I guess I don't have stasis anymore, huh? Oh, I'm not spec'd into it. That's fine.
Alexstrasza charged us with protecting the life pools from the Primalists. I pray they have not infiltrated too deeply.
So this turns me into a
Ensure the
dragon,
eggs
and
are
I should
safe
just
and eliminate
undragon.
any threat on these sacred
Yeah,
grounds.
I just undrag when I land. I can get down with that. That's nice. That turns me into a dragon, and then you shift back out. It's gonna be a lot of shifting, but I feel like being able to just be casting in Visage form, it's pretty good. This is Hazel. Sunday today. Time for some time walking dungeon spam. That's me. Are you sleepy, my friend? Are you a sleepy puppy? Do I ask really pointless rhetorical questions? Oh, he's so tired. Oh, same.
If
Finally doing
only
Shadowlands
you could
stuff.
have
Still
understood
super
the
confusing.
righteousness. I will not allow you to
They're
disturb
good. They were so
Meladrusa's
cute
work.
last night. They're getting dunked today, though. They're getting the old sulfur spray down. Depending on how that goes next week. Today will either be their last bath or they might get one more. I guess unless they find a bunch more of it, but I think they're pretty good. Whew. They're not back in purgatory, no. I let them sleep in bed last night. That's partly why I'm so tired, is Tiki woke me up a lot. He just wants to love me, and he wants it aggressively, bombastically, and at various points throughout the night.
I could return these eggs to their natural. You will not interfere.
He's just being very cute. What is this? Spoilers for next season already? This is Dragonflight time walking, but yeah, basically.
I am sorry.
But I
Little-
need
little
your
preview.
strength, little ones.
A little warm up. Oh yeah, that's right.
No, these whelps are pure. They will show you
Ooh,
the
this is-
truth.
Get this game. Oh, that's right. It's been a while. Played through Shadowlands like 6 times, still only have like 10% of the stuff.
Consume you. Miserable.
Being in Shadowlands actively depresses me over the course of the time spent there. I wonder how bad
Good
my
work,
Shadowlands collection
champion.
is. I feel like I did
Now that you
okay.
have secured
I
the
must be
pools
missing a bunch of
below,
stuff in the mob
I
because I
require your
skipped
aid
it.
above.
I didn't go. The first season, I just didn't have sockets on my gear because they wanted me to go do dailies for Venari or something, and I looked at them on and went, no thank you. I will not be doing that.
The exposed life pools are in grave danger. A powerful primalist
There's only
is
so long you can have the
attempting to
NPCs
burn
tell
all
me
the
that this is a
nesting
dangerous
areas.
place that nobody
You
comes
must
back from
clear them
for me
get
to not
her.
want to go back
I will
there.
keep watch from above while I
Everyone
confront
says
the
it
dragon
sucks,
who
so
is
I'm
leading
gonna
this
believe you.
assault.
Quickly, take the eggs.
I
Save
don't know
as
if that
many
person's
as you
like
can.
lagging or what. I used to get myself in such trouble with deep breath and dream breath and the like. Release Ma was so funny conceptually. The jailer forcefully being
done.
like, "No, little
You
pup,
have
you spent
secured
enough
the
time
first
here."
pool. Now see to
Do you
the
know
others.
Belvane? I don't. I don't know many people though. I'm like a real hermit. Because Shadowlands, I'm assuming it's a person. I guess it could be anything. It could be Shadowlands aesthetic was top notch. Shadowlands had gorgeous, gorgeous vibes, but I think that it
Keep
lost some
clearing them
people for
out.
not
Do
being
not let the
grounded
primalists
enough.
desecrate this hallowed
It was a little
space.
too high concept. It wasn't very Azerothian. I liked the Covenant aesthetics. They lost me a little bit with like the 3D printer situation. I felt like the implication that things are just being 3D printed somewhere was kind of a little bit, I don't know, it was like a letdown. It's not like, of all the creation myths, that one's kind of a bummer. Yeah, it felt very flat. My first
You
expansion
are
pack launch
almost
came
to
in
the
right
master
at the end of
these
BFA.
minions. Hurry onwards,
Our festival
champion.
over. It's time to say goodbye. T-Dubsman Honey, thank you for the 36-month resub. Happy 3 years. Holy moly. Appreciate it very much. Not looking forward to Ruby Life Pools next season. Played it as a Mythic Plus season as Mistweaver. Hated the trash and bosses. Everything was rough. Yeah, we'll see. I'm
The last
naively
pool
optimistic.
is safe.
I
She
think
is exposed.
What did I just do?
Attack
That's a
that
pressing
primalist
roar.
before she can
That doesn't
summon
help anybody.
reinforcements.
Have you managed to score any of the open world mount drops from rares? Only gotten the bird and Herondar. I am, out of the 8 mounts you can get that way, I have 5 of them. And I think I'm gonna actually, after this dungeon, go back to working on that. We spent a few weeks on stream just doing those rares. I think I'm gonna go get back to the rare grind.
I will honor the sacrifice of
Because
my
I'm never gonna
allies
get to
and
6 of 8 if I don't
fulfill
keep
you
going.
myself.
Lucky. Yeah, pretty lucky.
Erupt
I didn't get any until I started actually grinding it and doing them, like doing laps of all the rares on multiple characters every day. I thought that I would get them just by like flying by and doing rares whenever I saw them, and I didn't get any mounts like that. I had to actually like sit down and start
to
putting
the
some hours in.
flame.
Like the vibe from the other side and the troll stuff. Too bad I hate actually doing the dungeon. I used to get so mad at how much backtracking there was in the other side. It was like a treadmill simulator. There was so much running. I also never really forgave them for like the
Vile
blue on
monster.
blue, green on
I
green
protected these life pools.
mechanics.
No.
Some stuff that was very hard to see. Pre-Evoker's pretty fun. I can almost forgive them for the lizard thing. At least the rare farming builds up the lumberyard. I really appreciate that the rare farming is good for Marl. I was struggling for Marl because I didn't have the strength of character to be doing like weeklies on alts for it or anything. Or even weeklies my main once I didn't need them anymore. And I need so much Void Light Marl to collect everything.
Cannot stop us. We are the truth.
But 100 Marl per rare adds up.
Deal with
It
these
really does.
My pleasure.
Oh god. What's up, Buttercup? Oh, the heat wave returned, yeah. I put on popsicle earrings. That won't help you at all. And it's not going to make you feel better. But I was thinking as I put them on, these are on theme because some people are experiencing some really hot weather. It might make you feel better if it was a real popsicle. Can't be
Thank you,
doing this on
champion.
the House of
The
the
life
Dragon
pools
Day.
are safe for the moment, but the primalists are
Let's get
still
outta
a
here.
threat. We must
Turn in
be
and get our
vigilant. lest we be
200
caught
badges
off
and then
guard
maybe
again.
set up for some rares. Rare farming. Oh, we gotta change stream title. We're doing rares for mounts. Midnight rares for mounts. Bracket 5 out of 8. If you know, you know. Any other day's fine. Sunday's a no-go. Should file a complaint to Mother Nature. This is the only time that shouting at clouds is applicable. Effective? Yeah. I guess there might not be clouds to shout at. We're heading this way. Listen. And then make sure we have rare scanner turned on and stuff. It's been a little bit since I've done some rare farming for mounts, so I might not have my add-ons. Add-ons quite right. I got lucky enough to get all the mounts from 2 zones, so I don't need to do Eversong Woods, and I don't need to do Voidstorm. Took me a while to load the name of that zone. Keep wanting to call it Netherstorm. I wouldn't mind doing Dame Bloodshed in Eversong Woods for the pet. I might make a pit stop there. But it's mainly Zul'Aman and then Herondar. And I only need one mount from Herondar. As someone who has entered her 40s, can confirm shaking my fist at clouds legit pastime. Any of the Voidstorm fishing stuff? No, not yet. I want to. It's on my list. I've heard good things. I've heard it's not as bad as I had once thought. So we're gonna get into Shadow. We're gonna head out to... I mean, I'll stop by Dame Bloodshed. Let's see. Also, I'm gonna need to be in, I need my Oath Stone. Especially if I end up camping any rare spawns. I feel like this is going to be a very, very important part of my time killing. I feel like I would have done the Voidstorm mount fishing thing already if the mount was cooler. It being a recolor of a mount that we already have, like, a lot of recolors of is not exactly selling me on it. I will do it eventually for the joy of it, but I don't know, I feel like the rare mounts are a little bit more fun. That's a turkey? That's not going to help me. What mount do I want to fly around on today, actually? I'll take this over to Dame Bloodshed while we think about it. There's the Vibrant Petal Wing. That's one of the rare mounts. what's a flying mount that goes with my new Mog? Let's see. Type flying only. Color blue. Oh. Ooh, the Cobalt Dragonhawk. That's good because it's going to match my Mog, and it's a flying mount, and it's from Rares. It's on theme for the activity. I don't need that one. I need Dame Bloodshed. I don't need to track pets. I think I turned that on. Oh, she's up. That never happens. I feel like people always camp this because the pet's still decently valuable. I just gotta get lucky and have it drop. Alright, drum roll. Nope. How am I just now seeing there's a Family Battler achievement for Older Zones? They added it in the Midnight pre-patch, so it has not been part of the game for that long. If that makes you feel any better. It's a fairly recent addition. It's long, though. They added one for Northrend as well. They did Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, and Northrend, and there's pets as rewards for all of them. I did not finish them. I kind of started working on Eastern Kingdoms, and then kind of lost steam right around when Midnight came out. Well, yeah, one fight per day. You can save a lot of travel time if you have alts, and you can just park an alt out at each of the people, and then just do the daily every day. That can... I was doing that for a while, but then time walking had me moving some of those characters. Are you serious? I'm stuck! I landed myself where I couldn't... Oh no, have I done it again? No, we're fine, we're fine. I just need to go fight this thing. One mount, please. I have neither from Zolomon. I would love either one. Family Battle Kata coming in 12-1. I think the fact that they added a pet battle achievement means that it's not their intent to fully kill pet battles. It's just weird that there's no new tamers in the new zones. Some ults I couldn't do the fights on. They're faction locked. They're faction locked. You need a character of the correct faction to do them. I had that issue as well. Johnny Cash is back. He'll save pet battles. I don't know. Did Thrall save lore? I will believe things when I see them, but I don't have a lot of faith in any individual person. I don't care what their history is. The game's gonna do what it's gonna do. I'm on the cynical side after 20 years. I think they're probably gonna gently sunset it. Move their focus in other areas. We'll see. I could be wrong. I'm finding lots of rares up. This is great. I wonder how much dev work it took to put in a pet battle tamer. I always kind of figured it was fairly template-y. It just seemed like they kind of stuck an NPC in a mountain, gave it 3 pets with some abilities, and then, you know, have at it. I don't even felt like they tested a lot of them. Hi there. Hi, Runelite. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. How is everybody? All my characters have a story of a spectacular victory. They're just going to be sitting on forever now. Unless we delete it or untrack it or something. Yeah, this will be nice and fast if they're all just up like this. I wonder if the new patch has kind of reduced the amount of people farming these, if people are in the new zones instead. If they don't keep it up, the shop sales of pets will probably drop. Do you think so? I imagine that a lot of the pets that are bought from the shop aren't really used in pet battles. I don't think that most people buying pets from the shop are doing it because they want to pet battle with those pets. There's a couple of outliers where there's shop pets that have like very useful movesets, but for the most part, I think people are just getting those as like gifts or for the aesthetic. I don't think people will lose interest in collecting. I think people collect mounts and those can't battle. I think people will lose some interest in leveling up their pets. But pet collecting existed and was alive and well long before they added pet battling in, and I think it will be alive and well after they remove it. After hitting up all the dungeon heroic raid runs for today in BC, we'll officially be moving on to Wrath. Oh, tiny vermin. The only rare mount I really want is the Eversongwoods Dragonhawk one. Over 500 kills, no mount yet. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's some bad luck. Did you get the other? Did you get the Hawkstrider, the other one? We're gonna skip the elites.
Our beasts favor bloodthirsty insects from the leech
No rare
ball.
mounts yet. Don't
Help
have
gather
good
some
luck.
more for the
Oh,
hunt.
I'm so sorry. What if it's the next kill? It could be the next rare. It could be right around the corner. Have enough stone stockpile. Shouldn't have to worry about leveling. Nice. Yeah, I've been kind of using mine as well. I don't think they're gonna add anything new to spend charms on otherwise. Did you watch? No, I don't know what that is. Like that I can get some patterns I missed back in Dragonflight running these dungeons. That is handy.
Many are still recovering from the Twilight Blade attack. Help us gather herbs round the Shrine of
What
Kalsi
over
for
here?
medicine.
Fishy? Nope. Go check for the crab. With only 2 zones to do. You don't want to spend too long camping extra rares. But you kind of want to get as many of them as you can. Oh man, 150 Voidlight Marl sounds pretty good. I will not get sidetracked by world quests. I will not get sidetracked by world
Blade be
quests.
ransacking our villages, taking priceless relics. Get them back.
I wonder if I'm gonna want to get just as many Time Warp badges next week during BFA time walking. I know it's not like a new time walking vendor, but I'm sure I didn't get anything good from it. I haven't been shopping on time walking vendors. If I look at time warped badges. Time walking? There must be a list somewhere of time walking mats that in my game. I feel like I'm missing a bunch. I've decided to punish myself with attempts at Mage Tower today for the Fell Bear form. You got this. It's not going to be able to hold out on you. That's a cool bear form. I like that one. One mount, please. It's kind of a cute bear. No mount. Let's go check these two. Yeah, these Dragonhawks just look really elegant with
Our village was
skywriting.
raided by the
They suit the
Twilight
animations
Blade.
really well.
We need to replenish our food
Not
stores.
not every mount
You
does.
any good at hunting?
My beloved Nether Rays look so weird. They do not look like they were ever meant to skyride, and it kind of shows, but these are just so graceful. They're very nice. One mount, please. Nope. No, you can still do mage towers. Mage towers are still around. I think they might be a little easier than they used to be after a couple of patches of talents and class changes and whatnot. I don't think they ever took them down. Hi, Onyx Ghoster. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. Hope your weekend's going well. So 3 more for me to check on, and then we can go to Herondar. I'm a little over halfway through the Herondar drop item for Om-Sharon. I forget what they're called. Mysterious Sky Shards. I think I have a little over half of them just from doing rares. So I kind of want the Herondar mount to drop, but also if it doesn't, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Because rares are a good way to get those shards too. Doing alright, not gonna rant. Oh, I'm so sorry. Good, otherwise, how about you? Oh. Well, happy birthday. I'm so sorry that happened. That sucks. I'm doing alright. I'm comfy today. I'm farming rares again. I'm happy with that. I think I need 500 Mysterious Sky Shards, and I have somewhere in the neighborhood of 270. Use a health potion. My goodness. Check on this one. Yeah, rares look at you to 500 in no time. They're pretty much the only reason I have 270. The question is if the last mount drops before the rest of the fragments or not. Though. You will have been very lucky if both mounts drop before you get to 500. You're gonna take a nap later. I can't today. I gotta wash the cats, and I got a yoga class. And I need to be awake for both of those things. I think that those two things together are basically gonna take up the rest of the day. I'm kind of banking on it, honestly, because I feel like the more I nap is the worse my sleep schedule is gonna get. I need to actually just like tough it out for a day and then get to bed at a normal time.
Void beings are attacking the temple of Janalai. Show them who protects our lore.
I hope you have a good birthday. And there will be better birthdays coming your way. I understand the feeling a tiny bit. I once had a parent get me, and they did remember my birthday, which was nice, but they sent me some jewelry with like some green accents in it because it matched my eyes, except that my eyes are fully blue and have always been blue and have never been green in my entire life. And this takes a little bit of the magic out of it. Like yoga, do it at home. This one's a zoom in yoga class, so it's both. You get to do it at home and still have accountability. I get lazy when I don't have anyone watching. I need to be part of like a group, otherwise I don't accomplish anything. Life is a lot bigger than stuff like that. It's just hard to see sometimes. Nice thing about growing up and choosing your family and choosing your connections is you get to kind of treasure people that treasure you back. You know. I'm looking for Herondar, that's right. I haven't been out there in a while. I'm forgetting how to get there. Reminds me of one of the mechanics we had at my old job. Started filling the wrong coolant in the car because it turns out he couldn't tell the different colors of the coolant types. Ooh. Missed a lot of streams. I'd like a kitten catch-up if that's okay. Yeah, they're doing good. They're doing really good. We busted them out of jail. So they're free. They look pretty lesion free. We're still treating them for another week just to be safe. So they're gonna get another bath today. But I couldn't handle keeping them locked up anymore. And everybody's been good. I was hoping they would stop by. I guess after my stream break I can go catnap one or the other of them and see if they want to come by and visit. They were on stream a little bit yesterday. Happy kittens, yeah. They're so happy. Ooh. They're doing much better. Their tummies are doing better too, which I really appreciate. I got a sleepy puppy in my office. I want to go get a cat, but I also, the rares are up right now. you gotta fight the rares while the rares are up. You don't want to miss them. Somebody else have to go and kill them all. I think I got a shard that last time. Here we go, there's a shard. Man, I haven't done a delve in like a while. Do I have just like a ton of coffer key shards? Yeah, I've got 36 keys worth of key shards. And then 24 keys in my bank. We're kind of stacking up a little bit. Hope you have a good day. Thank you, Darabellia. Right back at you. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Nothing worse than a kitty or puppy with a really upset tummy. Yeah. I felt so bad for him too, because like it would get a little bit better and then it would just go right back to being a mess, and that cannot have felt good. Poor baby. Dog is really sensitive, spent many 3 a.m.s outside in the cold with her. 61 keys should really farm petrified root, hard to dive back into delves. Yeah. I need to do them for pets. There's pets that drop that I don't have. I kept getting the same pet instead of a variety of pets. And you can't even cage them and sell them, so if I want to collect those pets, I have to get them to drop from the delves. No two ways about it. Never knew what to do in that situation. Pumpkin food, no treats, and she doesn't understand that. Do you know what's causing the tummy issues? It's hard because it's like, there's a bajillion things that can do it. And all you can really say is just work with your vet. But it's hard because sometimes the vet doesn't know and it's just kind of working through process of elimination. Their part of it was that they're very young and that their tummies were having a hard time dealing with the different meds that they were on for the different issues that they were having. A lot of the side effects of different things we were treating them for was going to be diarrhea. And I feel like their little gut biomes didn't really have a chance. So they just needed some time. Probiotics have been helping.
4 tadpoles washed down their falls and are in danger.
They're
Hatch
getting
them and bring
Fancy
them back
Feast wet
up
food right
to
now.
calmer waters.
I was originally feeding them slightly more expensive wet food, but when I realized that they were each going to eat 3 cans a day, I did some math and found out that was going to be unsustainable. So Fancy Feast kitten it is. But every cat is different. You can really drive yourself crazy trying to Google what's wrong with your cat's tummy because it could be literally anything. Probiotics sprinkled on the dog's food or treats, and I guess it tastes bad or something. She would sniff it, refuse to eat. Oh, what a diva. A 17-year-old cat likes the Fancy Feast kitten food. Found that out when our now 7-month-old kitty was a baby. What age do kittens officially become adult cats? Somewhere in the neighborhood of a year, I think, 12 months. Some things they become a little more adult-like around like 8 months, and different breeds of cats will mature at different ages. The large breeds of cats will take longer to become adults, kind of like dogs. High in protein calories for the older cat too. Kira had kitten food during the last couple of years of her life when she had appetite problems and I was having a hard time keeping weight on her. Kitten food really helped stabilize her weight because it's higher in calorie and it's more palatable. And when you've got an older cat who you just need her to eat something, it was good. Got the job done. According to our vet, around a year. In terms of mellowing out behavior, about 18 to 24 months for my cats. Yeah. My babies are crazy right now. I'm trying not to be annoyed with them though, just because I know that I'm gonna miss it when they're not crazy anymore. I know that one day they're gonna calm down and they're just gonna be snoozing somewhere and I'm gonna be like, what, you don't wanna come get me anymore? Okay. And -3 still wild, but my handsome 4-year-old is the chillest guy ever. Hey Hazel, hey Bright Dog, how are you doing today? Happy Sunday. Yeah, it's true that cats can reproduce like super crazy young. Kittens can have kittens while they're still kittens themselves. Luckily my boys are both inside boys, and they are also neutered, so they are unable to father anybody. I'm trying to imagine Tuna as a father. I can't see it. It's not happening. Tuna's a baby. Tuna's just like me. He's so funny when he first wakes up. Tiki, when he wakes up, is just like, oh hey, you're up, let's play. But like Tuna is gonna kind of look at you and he's gonna be kind of like bleary and he's gonna be like, what? Why is the light on? And then he'll kind of like stumble over to you and like flop back over to cuddle some more. Like it takes him a while to wake up and I've never related so hard. Sleepy baby. finding all kinds of rares out here. One cooldown, I'm missing the other one. It'll be fine. Right now the hardest thing has just been trying to keep the cats from eating Moose's food. And also trying to keep them from stopping him from eating his food. Because he'll go to eat his food and then one of the cats will run over and be like, mine! And then Moose is looking around like, huh? Like he won't defend his food at all. Which is good, you know, we don't want him being resource guardy, but he just looks so bewildered and then like you have to try to like, even if you're like preventing the cat from getting to the bowl, he'll still kind of be uncomfortable and won't want to eat. So on a few occasions we've had to kind of time them out in a different room for 15 minutes or so to give poor Moose a chance to actually just have his dinner. Because the cats won't leave him alone. We'll get there eventually. I don't know why they want his food so bad. It might just be because it's kibble and they get wet food and they miss kibble. I might need to get them some cat kibble to have alongside their food. It's just hard to want to add anything else into their diet when they're like finally having better tummies. After I finish this round of rares, I wouldn't mind taking a short stream break and then coming back with one of the kitties. Is there one of the two babies that you guys want to visit with? You saw both of them yesterday. My vet brought me evidence-based articles talking about the importance of waiting to spay my dog until after her first cycle. And then I was like, well, it's also evidence-based that a spay will prevent me from having a pregnant dog. And she went, touche. Yeah, there's some hot debate in those categories. The animals that I've adopted, the shelters and rescues have always mandated that they be spayed or neutered before they're adopted out, and they do it pretty young. And, I mean, tiny anecdotal evidence, but they've been fine. But I understand different ways to go about it. Check on this one. You are not asking us to pick a favorite. Well, I can't pick a favorite because they're both my babies, but you guys can pick favorites. Come on, which kitten do you want to see? Pick one and only one. Whichever one is more cooperative or willing to step on your stream buttons and be a nuisance. That's probably Tuna. They're both cooperative. Tuna is more likely to start pressing buttons, though. You know, while we're on pet PSAs, and also I don't think that I need to give you guys any PSAs because I feel like preaching to the choir. I was thinking about saying something about like be safe with fireworks or don't drink and drive around the 4th of July, and then I'm like, I have like the most responsible audience on Twitch. I don't need to tell you guys that. No one's gonna be like, you know what, I was gonna drink and drive and then a streamer told me not to. But on the topic of pet PSAs, you know what I'm a big fan of? Microchips. Microchip those babies. Keep that information up to date and registered. It didn't cost me that much to do, and if they ever, God forbid, get out and someone finds them, they will find out that they belong to me before they just go ahead and start a new life with somebody else. There was a scandal in BC somewhere where there was a cat that had escaped and then been found, didn't have a microchip. The shelter waited X amount of days and then adopted it out, and new family adopts the cat. And then it turns out that the cat's old family was like looking for them and wanted the cat back, but it had been legally adopted to somebody else, and they were like in a legal fight over this cat now because it didn't have a microchip. You know how you could have prevented that? As a microchip! Also indoor cats, but you know, sometimes stuff happens. Let's go. Wait, that's Stumpy. We don't want Stumpy. I think we're done. I think we're done with this character. I think I'm ready to go home and go take my break, look for a cat, and come back and do another zone. Yeah, you gotta register it, you gotta keep it up to date. Just as I was about to light a firework in my home. Alright. I will be right back. I catnapped a sleepy tuna. He's tired. Hi, how you doing? You wanna just sleep there? What are we doing? What are we doing? You like his pants? He's got like a black leg and a white leg. He's got stripy pants. Big stretch. You're so big, right? Where do you want to be, my friend? That's a hard balance. Let me know if you need a rescue. Yep. Okay. Alright. Whoa. Are you growing? Is it true? He's big cat. Oh, he's gonna sit in my lap. They grow up so fast. Thinking if you can jump to the fish tank from your chair. I caught him sitting behind and above the other fish tank the other night. And I was like, you better not have wet paws. You'd best not be fishing, my friend. Tuna. Tuna's a sleepy guy right now. He's gonna hang on my lap. Alright, let's do some more wares, huh? Moose is looking at him. Moose likes both the cats, but Tuna's maybe a little keener on Moose than Tiki is. They both like him. They'll both like head bump him, but Tuna makes a point to like go see him whenever he catches his attention. Alright, so we need to go Zul'Aman first. Just trying to catch the nether drake. Kitty calibration. I want to get cat emotes for Tuna and Tiki. And also a dog one for Moose. And I don't know if I just want to like have like their faces or if they should be doing anything. Oh, Moose, do you want out? You can, yeah, you can open the door. You're smart. There you go. He's got it. I was trying to think of like what people actually use emotes for and how can I get emotes that people might want to use. And the only thing I use emotes for as a millennial is word association. I like using the matching emote for a word. Not instead of the word, but just at the end of the message. That's why I like Discord emotes, because they have so many of them. Yeah, you see animal, emote, animal, exactly, right? I feel like that's probably the move. We would get a tuna, we would get a tiki, we would get a moose. I don't need that. That's just ore. Replace punctuation marks to add tone to a message. Hi. He's just fallen asleep in my lap. I did wake him up to bring him over here. Tired guy. I find it useful to emote the thing rather than saying something when I don't know what to respond with. Yeah, I'm the same way. I like being able to react to a message with an appropriate emote, just to kind of as an indicator of like, I have read this message, just kind of like an emote version of Roger that, because sometimes I don't have a reply, but I want to indicate that I haven't ignored the message and I did in fact receive it. I do that a decent amount. I'm pretty bad at conversation. I'm not a great texter. overuse emotes all the time, not gonna lie. Yeah, what else are they for? I feel like I must have data somewhere about which of our stream emotes get used the most. I know Hazel Lurk is good, because sometimes you just want to press a cute emote that shows that you're lurking. I do it at the beginning of every stream. We've got the wave and the heart are both pretty good. I feel like the rest of them you can kind of take or leave. A lot of the other ones don't really see a ton of use. I guess the mute one is just useful. The ones that are like little like versions of me with the purple hair, they're cute, but I feel like they're not necessary. Nobody's Hazel Yikesing anything. I think they're also like they shrink down a bit small. The cat version, the cat ones I feel like are more expressive. The Kira emotes are top tier. This one's good too. Kira is an emote easier to do than Tiki is an emote. Tiki as an emote is probably gonna have to get toned down so that you can see any distinction. Otherwise, he just becomes like a black blob. Because he is kind of a void. He does kind of absorb all light in his area. He likes to lay on top of my doormat, and it's a jet black doormat, and he's a jet black cat. And the only thing you have to hope he has his eyes open, otherwise you're gonna step on him. Well, now I'm gonna Hazel Yikes for. Don't get me wrong, I'm not decommissioning any emotes. We have so many emote slots. I can leave the ones in use forever, but I don't know. I gotta track down an emote artist or try to dry them myself again. I just I would need to find someone that I trust to not be just using AI, because you don't want that. That's not what we're after. Alright. I have to soak up the tuna love because you're gonna be mad at me later because I'm gonna spray you with stinky yellow stuff. It's the last week of it, buddy, I think. You're almost good. You're basically good. We just want to be extra safe. We're getting better at spraying them with the stinky yellow stuff. It's improving. We're getting our technique down.
Our beasts favor bloodthirsty insects from the leech bog. Help gather some more for the hunt.
I don't know if I would do it again, though. It's a lot of laundry. Like, if I was gonna foster kittens, I don't know if I would foster ringworm kittens. Maybe if you had, like, dedicated PvE. What's your favorite emote you can use on stream? Whisk could shake or give paw. That's a cute emote. He can, actually. He does know that one. He only does it with his right paw, or his left paw, rather. It's always the same one. He doesn't know how to do both sides. Because I gave up before I taught him how to do both sides, but he's funny. He's kind of sassy with it. If you're like, Moose, shake, he'll be like, ugh. Like, oh, sorry, Tuna. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. He does it kind of like with like a sassy, exasperated expression. Like, you want my paw? Fine. Here, take it. I've given up on getting these notes. I'm gonna keep trying until either they drop or I die. In real life. Whichever happens first. Never give up. Never surrender. One cat very finicky with her paws, the other one lets me touch them all the time. I love the paw pads. They feel so nice. I was feeling Tuna's feet last night, and Tuna has like velvety toe beans. They're so soft. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Are emoted messages actually stored somewhere that they would last thousands of years to be decoded? Thousands of years? Probably not. My dogs are being extra and want more pets. They will auto try to shake with me. Just bad at me until I pet them. Moose will paw you for attention, but it's his last resort. when Moose wants something, he starts with just staring at you. And then if that's not working, he'll sit in front of you and stare at you. And if that's not working, he'll go while staring at you. And then if that's not working, he will put his chin on your knee while staring at you. And then if you're still ignoring him, he will tap you with a paw. But this whole process takes ages. Like, he gives you lots of chances to figure out that he wants something. And he's a really sweet boy because every time that he actually wants something, it's always very reasonable. It's always like, you know, it's always, you know, it's dinner time and he's correct. Or like, I need to go out and he's correct. He's never like asking for something unreasonable. The I want chin rest. Come on. Come on. The funniest thing he throws tantrums about is if we're up too late and we're in the living room, which is normally where he sleeps, and I'm on the couch, which is normally where he sleeps, and he wants to go to bed, but we're still like up playing Hearthstone Battlegrounds or watching a movie or something. He'll kind of start pouting and throwing like a little baby tantrum because he wants you to go to bed and turn the lights out so that he can go to sleep. And if you don't, eventually he will slink off into a different room and try to sleep, but it's very funny. How many have you gotten so far? 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8. Nothing recently, but I haven't been... Today's the first day that I'm getting back to farming them. I took a break when the patch came out. Guild Trippy Dog Size are so funny. I've started doing them. I've been influenced by Moose. The huff of exasperation has made it into my own lexicon. Where did the kittens sleep? They sleep in their tree, except for last night when I let them sleep in the bedroom, and then Tiki slept on my neck. And on my head. I don't know if that's gonna work out. And then Tuna was just by her feet. Tuna's an angel. Tuna sleeps real good. Tuna's tired. But yeah, they usually sleep together in their cat tree. There's like a bed at the very top of it with like a cozy little pillow, and they both squish in there, and then they're really cute. They love each other. I think they're bonded. Whenever Tuna wants to play with Tiki, he'll come over and find him, and then the way he initiates play is just by biting him right in the throat. He just goes straight teeth to jugular. No warm-up, no, hey, do you want to play? Just chomp. That comfiest of surfaces. I know I need to trim his nails because he was doing the biscuits, but he was doing it right here, and it's like super delicate, sensitive skin. And he's not like really getting you with the claws, but he's pressing hard enough that it's kind of scritchy. I gotta give him a manicure. I kind of forgot that these ones were babies and didn't have like 12 years of experience with me trimming their nails, and I just kind of like made them do it, and that turns out that's worked quite well. I've just been trimming their nails with the same confidence and speed that I used to do with Kira, and both of them as babies are kind of like, oh, okay, I guess this is happening. I remember when I first started getting Kira to let me trim her nails, I did it so slowly and so gently, and like 2 nails at a time, and then here's a treat. And then with these poor kittens, I'm just like, wah, you're going upside down. Wah, give me a foot. Snip, snip, snip. Nope, you're not done yet. Come back here. You can leave when I say you can leave. I've become very heartless. But they get less stabby, which we appreciate. Fine, honey. Sleep. I don't know what I would do without cats and dogs. I think I would be very, very bored. A little empty. They add a lot of color and life to the house. The Zolomon ones have not been my friends so far. do the ritual site studies and they can't make me. Two more to check for and then we're going to Herondar. Hello, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Haley. Hi, how you doing? How's your weekend going? I'm trying to sit up straight. I'm trying to have good posture because I have a cat on my lap, so I can't just like slunch over and scooch under the desk because I don't want to. Oh, I think my browser just crashed. Hang on, I lost chat.
Help us got a urge round the shrine.
Whatever you're saying, I can't see you. Hold on. Chrome, hello? There we go, that's better. At what point are we considered insane if we farm for the pedal wing and it refuses to drop, expecting some different result? You know a mount grind is getting bad when you start wondering if it's broken. When your brain starts looking for anything else to blame this lack of a mount on other than just bad luck. It just becomes so hard to fathom that it could be luck that bad that you're like, I bet it's bugged. What did I do wrong? It must be me. So I feel about the Zolomon mounts. Yeah. It's funny that I'm having issues, or not issues, but like I'm having the worst luck in the same area that was causing you problems. Like, I need this rare, so I may as well do this quest while I'm waiting for it. Yeah, to be fair, WoW does have a lot of bugs these days. It does make it a little bit hard to have confidence. The 100 pet rare is easier than these mount drops. I had a really misguided understanding of how easy these were going to be based on the expansion launch. And people are like, oh man, how many of these mounts do you have so far? And it was just when people were like leveling and I'm like, well, none, but I guess they're coming soon. People made them sound so plentiful. I wonder if people just got quite lucky. Finally got my last rare drop mount today. Had 1211 recorded kills for the last mount I needed in Herondar. Ho ho ho. Spicy. Howdy howdy, how are you the kitties? Life in general? Howdy Mecha Gengidra. I'm good, I'm sleepy. Kitties are good. I've got one of them on my lap. I've sprung them from their prison. He's sleepy too. He's napping on my lap right now. Life in general, not too bad. Not too bad. Solo player paid for a boost to get AOTC. Killed all the bosses, got no credit. Super common, only cost me 400k gold. Oh dear. That's disappointing. That's not what you want. I feel bad that you can't see him. My headphones are almost out of battery. I got new ones for Prime Day and they've been lost in shipping. So after a week of them being lost in shipping, I finally just asked for a refund. And then found that the sale was still on, so I ordered them again. And now it remains to be seen if the first pair will show up and I'll have an extra, or if the second pair will show up, or if they're just cursed and I should stop trying to buy them. I just want the battery to last through a stream would be great. And these ones used to, but they've been in service for a few years. I feel like I've been using these for like 7 years now, on and off, which I think is kind of a big ask for teeny tiny little battery. Just wireless earbuds to use while I'm streaming. Oh, here we go. I like keeping one ear in so I can still have some sound while I have one ear completely free so that I can hear myself and regulate my volume. Currently working in my yard and decor. Currently working in my yard and the decor limit is killing me yet again. Gone through so many revisions, tempted to just give up and say everything's broken and that's why I'm missing over half the stuff that makes sense. Aww. Maybe it'll get more fun in next patch. Oh. Tuna, if you're gonna leave me, you have to do one more hug. You have to do one more sleepy hug. Oh, thank you. Okay. You may go where you wish. And I can sit back. I think he's just gonna sit on top of the PC where it's warm. One more rare, and then Herondar. Oh, it's up and everything. Brother, I love you, but stop acting like I'm abandoning you. They're so cute. They do such funny, cute things. They both do the thing where if they're walking away from a bowl of food, they'll kind of like paw at the floor to, I don't know, indicate that they want to come back to it later. They're like burying it or marking it as theirs or something. They don't respect each other's marks at all. They'll absolutely like trade bowls. But it's funny because sometimes they'll do it when the bowl's like fully empty and it's like there's nothing there to bury, dude. You finished it. It's gone. I'm gonna wash this now. Go in, Arendar. Wireless noise canceling earbuds. Best purchase I made for living in a student apartment. Nice. I've got noise canceling over the ear headphones and I like those a lot if I'm editing something or if I'm at my desk and I'm not streaming, but I prefer having one ear uncovered and I feel like it's comfier for it to be a separate earbud than over the ear, like twisted. Sometimes I'll twist one ear off, but I feel like it's not as comfy. How are we doing?
All guests are welcome here.
I'm not feeling lucky today, but I'm feeling like if I want to get lucky, I need to start. I need to keep grinding away at these baskets. Plus, we're getting Marl. Finding it really hard to plot out my exterior in a unique way. Keep scratching everything. Doesn't help that my horde house is in an even worse state. Yeah. I want to fiddle with my yard. Parts of it I like, and then parts of it feel a little incohesive.
I want to know secrets among these latest arrivals.
The den has been ravaged with vermin. If we deal with that problem, the elders will be more favorable with us.
For a second I was worried that I'd forgotten to,
They are always up for a meal.
I'd forgotten to... that I had done Herondar already, but I haven't. We're good. Head this way. Oh, somebody's already here. Horde house is a cluster. Put everything down inside so it would track on DFA. There's no room to walk around. Oh, man. Oh, I haven't even thought about DFA decor. If you have to place something in order for it to track, maybe I won't. That sounds awful. I think that any major house renovations that I'm going to do are probably going to be after 12.1 and blueprints. I think that's going to need to happen before I mess with anything. I guess I might finish my kitchen or like keep working on my kitchen. I want to add an oven / stove combo. Maybe with a range hood. I want to work on that. That sounds like a fun puzzle. Has to be placed down at least once for the API to track it. Interesting. Well, if other people are up in the zone, it might be harder to find my rears. I was happy with time walking this week. We did a lot of it. I wonder if I Google the BFA time walking vendor, if that'll help me find out what's on it. If I need to farm more badges next week. BFA time walking vendor. What do they have? So they have mounts, Moonlit Nightsaber, and Ivory Savage Mane. I don't think I have either of those. Oh, I do! I do have the Moonlit Nightsaber. Do I have the Ivory Savage Mane? No, I don't. Okay. So I might want that one. 5k badges. toys that you place down
Four tadpoles
that
wash
summon a
down
shrine
their
that when you
foes,
channel on
and
it
I
turns you
lead
into either
catch
Thir
them
or a
and
Sethrak
bring them back up
for 10
to calmer
minutes.
waters.
There's pets. 2 pets, Flotsam Harvester and Little Daz Tea. There's ensembles. Oh, the Smuggler's attire is really cool. They have, Time Walking Vendor next week has a smuggler attire. I don't know if I had, like, with the fur-lined coat. That's pretty cool. And then these are the pets. There's a little harvester. And then another one of the dinosaurs. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah. I'll do some. I don't know if I'm gonna go crazy. Little long neck's cute. It is? I feel like I have it in nicer colors though. Like it looks like Lil Ben Fawn. And I have Lil Ben Fawn in, you know, green. I always search in the mount journal when I mean to search in the pet journal. Yeah, same thing, but in like a lovely seafoam green. I wonder if I ever got the Smuggler attire Mog. Probably not. I don't think I was buying Mog sets. I feel like that's the headline. I feel like I would do that over the mount. Oh yeah. And they have it in 2 different colors. I feel like I would go for the black one, maybe? Yeah. I would love it in brown, honestly. Like a brown leather looking coat with the fur. Are those supposed to be buttons or snaps? Or they must be supposed to be buttons. They look very metallic. It kind of looks like nails or rivets. Where are my rares? I would like 1 set of rares, please. Fish up some cargo while I'm waiting for this one. Don't you aggro me. Oh. Get it. I can't resist the flamingo floaty. It's the best fishing barge that they've made out of all of them, and I have like real boats with buckets of fish. Hi Hazel. Hi Chibi, how are you doing? Happy Sunday. What am I doing? Checking for rares. I'm back to farming rares for mounts. 5 out of 8. Nothing dropping today, but we're getting back in the groove of it. Flamingo Floaty was from Undermine. I believe it was the Blackwater vendor for Resonance Crystals. It's called the Personal Fishing Barge. Leveling my rogue. I wish XP buffs like Ribbon Dance and We persisted through death. Yeah, that would be nice. Mount you got from the Angler event. The Angler event. Which Angler event? This one? This one was from the Hallowfall Angler event. Didn't do Undermine, and now I see that was a mistake. Midnight Angler event. I don't have it. I don't have the Midnight Fishing mount. I haven't ground it yet. I'm not sure if it's an event, unless I'm missing or mistaking something. Or it's a rare drop. But I definitely don't have the Midnight one. Getting close to 100%ing Undermine as much as I care to. the finest of criteria. That's my favorite type of criteria. I'm gonna do about as much of this as I want to. Makes me want to go back to the resource grind. Didn't renew my sub, but I enjoyed Midnight for a short time. You went underwater, you bought a mount. I went underwater and I bought a mount. It's like a go fly. Means something. I'm probably just being a bit dense. It was definitely a midnight mount? Oh, Abyss Anglers. Yes. Was there a mount from that? I know there was Mog from that. Did we get a mount? Find the name of it. There's a pet. Morning Hazel, I think I have a fun story for you. Hit me. I bought it off the NPC. I don't think Abyss Anglers had a mount. Did I phase out of my IRL timeline into a different one where things have been slightly different? Here, we'll filter to only midnight mounts. I have 60, apparently. Off of a vendor. We can do sources vendor. Vendor only. Was it spearing fish? Yeah, I don't think there is a mount from Abyss Anglers. Finding treasures? So that event is Abyss Anglers, but there's for sure not a mount from that. There's a Transmog set. There's a pet. The pet's like a capybara in a bubble. I wonder if there's like two similar things recently that got fused together in memory. Found a Tumblr thread on a dude talking about his aquarium. And the story of a bisexual guppy that apparently is bisexual out of desperation. Do you want to hear more? I guess so. How graphic is the rest of the story? Somebody attacking my feet. Is there a tuna down there? Not graphic, I promise. Alright, hit me. Ooh. One mountains. Pretty bad luck with oh, see you later, tuna. Pretty bad luck with finding Urza so far in this
shrine must be tended. Gather what you need from the nearby stalkers.
I kept Endlers, and those were the only live bears I ever kept. And that was enough to convince me that I should not keep live bears because I am not prepared to perform population control or to keep fish that will do it for me. I am not the right temperament for that. It's not a good idea. They were cool. They were cool fish. I would love to put some into my big aquarium with the understanding that my Episto or my Resboras would eat any fry that happened, but I don't trust them to do it. I don't trust them to eat any fry that happened. I think they would slack and then I would have 200 fish. Fish will always eat other fish unless you're relying upon them to do it, and then they will be like, well, I'm not hungry. Got any more of those pellets? All the female butt guppies are unimpressed by him and don't accept his mating displays. Every time he fails, he goes to a specific male guppy, the prettiest one, like, please, 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 and that male guppy always lets him. Huh. Listen, go where you're wanted, as I always say. For me, I love eating fries. I had fries a few days ago, and Tiki was on my lap. It was recently, and he was looking up at me like, Mom, fry. And I'm like, you're a cat. I've never given you a French fry. I will never give you a French fry. We're not doing this. I don't even give Moose French fries. Moose can have, like, carrot and banana. Like a granola mom. Not gonna lie, playing all my alts through time walking for the one-time quest is really making me enjoy BM Hunters. I like how simple it is. Sometimes it's nice to just have 3 buttons and you can press in no particular order. Tiki's the chatty one. They both talk, but Tiki's very chatty. I've been trying to learn his chirps so I can mimic them. It's hard though. He has a lot to say. He also gets really cozy and really happy when he's purring, and he'll start cooing while he's purring, and he's kind of like trill purring, and it's pretty loud. It's cute. This is just where Stumpy is. We don't want to do Stumpy. I'm kind of shocked Stumpy's not up. Saw this story, was like, Hazel's in an aquarium. Would she like this story? Yeah. Fish are always doing wild things. They're always up to strange stuff. I have this one fish. He doesn't have a name. I feel like if I name him, he's gonna be doomed. He's just my epistogramma. But he's, and I'm assuming he. I don't actually know what his gender. It could be a lady. But I got her special pellets just to eat. Maybe it's a they-them fish. I got them special pellets, and they like them, but the other fish are just faster at getting them. And whenever I add the pellets, the other fish are like on it like flies, and the piston's just looking at me like, are you gonna feed me now? Like he just misses it. Like he hasn't figured out the routine of it. All of my other fish are on top of it whenever I feed them, but this one is just like, hey, are you gonna do it? Bloop bloop. Love when cats kind of grumble and it sounds like Marge Simpson. Marge Simpson. If Tiki's eating something that he doesn't want anyone else to have, he kind of glormbles. He'll kind of go like while he's eating, which is very funny and a little bit sad because at one point in his life, I guess he felt like he had to scare stuff away from his food. No. It's just cat with big feelings. One button balanced her it, huh? I need to get new here. I'll go sit myself where I can camp this rare, and then I need to change out my headphones. These ones are dead. I can't hear alerts. I'm not sure if I think T-Toasted 95 an hour ago. I think maybe I did. Oh, I just missed that one, it looks like. There's no point in camping that. It's going to be like 15 minutes. I should go across to Telecap and camp that. Aging myself? Cartoon from my youth. I mean, I've never watched The Simpsons, but that's not because of my age. I think it's just because I never watched The Simpsons. When I was like a little kid, I saw it was a cartoon and I'm like, can I watch it? And my mom was like, nah, it's for adults. And then I never turned it on. There was never a transition period where it was like, you are blank age, you can now do X, Y, Z. And I was just kind of like waiting for someone to tell me that I could, and I never did. So I never watched The Simpsons. I suppose I could now, but I think maybe the window is passed for me. Comes from the Decor Hide and Seek event. Oh, yes. That is the... It's a bee. Magister's Spell Bee, this one. I'm telling you, you can watch The Simpsons. I don't know if I would enjoy it at this point. I think maybe my my window's passed. Prime time to watch it. I didn't light a match by myself until I was like 21 for the same reason. I was told not to touch matches as a child, and then I just never questioned that. And then one day I was an adult and someone's like, can you light a candle? And I'm like, I don't know. How? Can I? This guy is dead. This guy has died. I need someone who's not sitting there. Did you never make campfires? I was the youngest. I have an older sibling, and I was never the one entrusted with dangerous things like fire or engines. There was always someone more responsible to do that kind of thing and to teach that kind of thing too, so I just kind of didn't. Really like the look of those spouts. I think it's cute in these colors. One of my favorite fictional nurses is from The Simpsons. She whips out a shotgun when the mafia comes to the rest home. Oh, man. Leveling my evoker last night. Decided to go Preservation for Q times. Never played it before. First dungeon I went to, the tank just said, run, and did not stop for nothing, and now I'm a little traumatized. Ah, yes. Universal healer experience. Treadmill simulator. Switch these out for something that's not dead. Early Simpsons is the only good stuff IMO. Tried to get back into it. Dead Show trying so hard to stay relevant. I mean, I have a little bit of empathy for that. I can relate a tiny bit. Sup guys, 6'7"? Question mark? Skibbity. Mm-hmm. Someone's still watching The Simpsons. Surprised it's still going. I'm so out of the loop. I don't even know if there's still, like, channels and networks that air things on various channels anymore. I'm so streaming based that, like, depending on which streaming services I have, I'll just see things that come up there. And sometimes they get stuff that is, like, currently airing, but I have no idea where it airs originally. It has to trickle down through, like, Crave or something. Did you ever watch Futurama? You'd love Jurassic Park. I watched it through at least once. At some point in my 20s. I don't remember a lot of it, though. You monster, that is mean. Apparently I don't remember enough of it to get the gravitas of the joke. Trying to wait for it all to be out, but then I couldn't handle it. Oh, House of the Dragons, gotcha. Got anxious about spoilers, right, yeah.
The roots at the shrine must be tended. Gather what you need from the nearby stalkers.
I'm just gonna keep flying laps until one of these rares decides to humor me with its presence. That episode was worse than Old Yeller. Just trying to make her cry. I'm too squishy to watch anything anymore. But particularly anything where bad things happen to cats or dogs. That's my excuse for why I can't watch horror movies, is they can't help themselves but to do bad things to cats. I would like happy endings. Nothing but happy endings and comfy naps for all kitties involved. Particular episode of Futurama is a tearjerker. It's wholesome as heck, but really somber. Yeah, I'm not mature enough for that right now. I need all my tears to stay firmly unjerked. Rooted in my ducts where they belong. We've got some bag space to clear anyway. 3 reinforced Amani hafts. I do have one more character that I can start. I got like no rares though. Like I came out to Arendar and I've accomplished nothing. There's not a lot going on here. The algorithms love sending me cats and dogs, which is great, but then there's the occasional animal abuse article going around and I'm sad and angry. Yeah, I would watch a lot of cat and dog like rescue shorts, but then sometimes they just turn into like almost like a trauma fetishizing thing where it's like, look at how awful this animal was. And then you're like, well, it's nice that they've been rescued. I really hope that it's exactly what it says in the tin, because I don't put it past some people to do terrible things so that they can then have that video. I wonder if instead people would just AI it now. I also don't feel like I can trust the cat and dog shorts to not be fake anymore. So that's been kind of taking me out of them. I don't watch them as much anymore because I feel like I won't be able to tell if it's a real cat or a dog, and it matters to me. I don't want to watch it if it's fake. Are there just not that many variety of hand tools for decor? Can't find much for construction site aesthetic. Let's take a look. There's some, there's not a lot. Items, main hand. Let's look at one-handed maces. Construction tools. There's a hammer. There's mechanic's best motivator. It looks like some kind of a wrench. You've got some forge hammers. Smuggled Forge Grounds hammer. What are these? Noculars? That's cute. I love the leak. We've got a screwdriver. Coreway Engineer Screwdriver. Jeweler's Careful Crusher. These are, I think, some War Within models, maybe. Yeah, tons of blacksmithing hammers. That's probably not what you want, though. What else? I feel like some just came out. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Scott. How are you doing? Construction site tools. Construction site tools. A lot of blunt mallets. You got gardening tools for sure, but that's not quite the same thing. I feel like that screwdriver was pretty close. Wait, where is it? Toolbox, handsaw, hammer. That's it. No luck there. Most demon gnome ever. Have you played Battleground Blitz? I don't think so. I've played Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I think that's a different thing. Gotta get the table saw. Is there a table saw like usable weapon, or is it just the housing decor? I mean, there's these things. Decor, yeah. Pickaxe. Lots of pickaxes. Don't mind my Discord sound. Any more rares? I wonder what top you do for the construction site thing if you go for like a work shirt. They've got some good plaid ones. They've got some good patched pants too. Come on. If I don't see these ones up, I'm probably just gonna get in a third character and go try Zul'Aman again. Rather than just sit in camp and wait. I was watching someone play, looked like fun, less intense than Arena, more involved and rewarding than BG, thinking about trying it. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. No, I think I'm just missing these. It's okay. I'll come back to this. Or I won't. We'll see if we can fill 25 minutes with a third character doing rares. Hearthstone Battlegrounds are genuinely annoying me because there's no sense of consistency. Makes playing with the duo partners an exercise, so why are we even playing this? Yeah. Yeah, it is like that. I really don't like some of the duos anomalies. I find that they either make me think too hard or something. I hate the buddies anomaly. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to play it. I end up just getting a bunch of nothing and then dying horribly every single time. It's almost enough to just slash leave when it comes up. Alright, we're taking the Heron Hunter. That's the one. Love your content. Just found you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome. I hope you're having a lovely weekend. Wingus and Dingus over there. I was Wingus and Dingus the other night. I got just gifted everything that I needed for a back-to-back combo. I just had all of the pieces for it, and I just went. Back-to-back is such a cheesy spell. It's so funny to me that they added it in at all. Especially with, like, you know, your Belinded, your Cataclysmic Harbinger. Compromise. Let's make a compromise. Okay. Zul'Aman first. We are killing rares, hoping to get mount drops. There are 8 mounts that can drop from Midnight Rares. I have 5 of them. I need 2 from Zul'Aman and 1 from Herondar. So that's what we're after. We're doing, to the best of ability, 1 kill per rare per alt per day. Or at least for today. Today is my my stream Friday. I stream Wednesdays through Sundays, so this is my last stream of the week. Which means I'm about to have a weekend. Might do some yard work. Go back to war with my hedge. Go back to war with my hedge featuring ladder and see if I can do it without losing any limbs. Or any of my own limbs anyways. The hedge needs to lose some limbs. Farming rares got me the first mount in Zul'Aman. Took like 3 weeks of farming. Congrats on your first mount. Yeah. Drop rates not so good. Drop rates are tough. Imagine 1 season with no Bran, no Titus, no Drakari. Oh man, that would be weird. Some of the other tech cards I could imagine like them taking it because they've been added more recently, but Bran and Titus and Drakari I feel like are so fundamental. Who would have been guessed he would be back to farm at midnight? Hey Ujai, how are you? Oh, I've hang on. Oh, I lived. 71 months, number go up. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Hope you've been doing good. Hope you haven't been frying too bad. I'm not sure how gnarly the heat is in your corner of the continent. They are remodeling, gutting, and building a new green visitor center at my favorite nature center, and I think it's opening in a few months, and I'm real excited about it. Nice. When it reopens, you guys should go there for a date. Wear cute outfit, take pictures, make a whole thing of it. I always forget to disengage to live a huge fall as a hunter. I feel like I remembered to disengage there, but I disengaged way too early, and then I realized I was still falling. And was falling far enough to hit WoW terminal velocity. Better now, but it'll get hot again soon. New hair looks nice. Thank you very much. We're bright. We're loud. I'm getting used to it now, too. I had a weird dream that I, like, washed it out. Like, I washed it, and then it went back to completely brown, and I was like, well, that's a bummer. How did I unbleach it? Love the Zandalari troll slow fall with a dinosaur. Use that all the time. Mm. Yeah, I have a Zandalari troll. I don't think I've ever popped that one. I'm bad at that. People use the umbrellas, right? Like, can't you just use a... what do you call them? Parasol? Safely float down the next time you fall. So you'd have to use the parasol in advance. But then if you fall, let's see. Oh yeah. How much parasol uptime can you have? You see my new toy I got? I bought from the Dragonflight Time Walking vendor. It's a skipping rock. Blink, blink, blink. It does variable amounts of skips and it only has a 5-second cooldown and it's really fun. Dunk, 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 dunk. Good stuff. Discount Mary Poppins. Use the parachute cloak and disengage my hunter. Could be used in instants, unlike a lot of other slow falls. Parachute cloak, oh yeah. I mean a priest, so you'd think that I could live any fall because I always have levitate, but sometimes I just die. I feel like I got worse at skipping stones with age. I've only just, in the last, like, recent times, learned... Flabby was trying to teach me how to do it. I only recently achieved my first skip, and it was highly exciting. You gotta get out there and get some practice. It's more fun than it looks. It was one of those things that I just assumed I would never be able to do, and then when I finally did it once, I was like, ugh. Endless possibilities. It would be like if somebody managed to teach me how to whistle. I can't whistle. People have tried to teach me. I've watched YouTube videos. That's how desperate I was. It's not happening. You'd think as a former brass player I would have enough control over my embouchure to make it happen, but no. Not even a little bit. I just spit. I just kind of get red in the face and make some spit. That's all that happens. It's not pretty. It is not cute. It is at best, if you were in a safe place with people that love you, funny. It's the most it's gonna be. Can't whistle either. Some of us just aren't blessed. Not enough shale where I live to do more than 1 or 2 attempts at skipping rocks at a time before you get annoyed trying to find a skippable rock. Doesn't understand how people blow bubbles with gum. That one I can kind of sort of do, but not very big ones, and then half the time I just spit the gum out. Well, it's been a long time since I've even tried chewing gum. People have tried to teach me. Remember we had to whistle to Mr. Golden Sun in 1st grade in Catholic school, and I had to pretend in sweat bullets that I would get caught faking. Oh dear. I'm trying to imagine what they would have done to child you if they found out that you couldn't and would not whistle. Would get so anxious. Aww. I mean, from my own experience, it wouldn't be a Catholic school without a heaping dose of unnecessary guilt. It's not something that I know. First, you must always chant, always look on the bright side of life. Any Crabman? Oh yeah, Mr. Crabman. I had to cheat whistle my entire youth with a small, nearly imperceivable gap between my two front teeth. I don't think that's cheating. I think that counts as a genuine whistle. I think the only way you can cheat whistle, and it's not effective, and it won't convince anyone when you're whistling, is if you just kind of like look like you're whistling, but then you just go ee. Again, it's only cute surrounded by people that like you in the first place. We got sandwiched between two older kids at church, and one time I was crying for some reason, but I remember the older kids argued about who should console me. Oh dear. I'm just imagining you like listening to that, looking up over your shoulders, all while. You didn't get that reference? I triggered all the oldies into whistling a specific tune. I did not get it. Did actually learn how to whistle in earnest, but I prefer to do a combination of humming and whistling, much more fun. And if reading anything is truthful, supposedly difficult for most to do in the first place. Hazel's clearly never been to the zoo. I went to the Portland Zoo in Oregon. Oregon Zoo? Oregon Zoo. I saw the elephants and the bats and the seals. And I went to the Newport Aquarium. And I saw more seals and otters and big birds. I like seeing animals outside though. I'd rather see like way less animals but see them in the wild. I love when seals come and swim by when I'm fishing. Oh, they're so magical. They're trying to see if I have any fish that they can mug me for. Like, it's not a friendly swim by, but like they're just so beautiful. I have seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but I haven't like internalized the whole thing. I'm vaguely familiar with like the Black Knight with his limbs chopped off, and then the bloody rabbit, and then the coconuts, and then something about an African dove. Just another Python reference. Good luck with the remaining 3. All 6 2-day kitties my friend found doing great, open their eyes, eat really well. Oh, I'm so glad. Do you have orca in your area? Yeah, sometimes. You have to get really lucky to see them from shore, but it has happened. My partner once went fishing early in the morning at the beach back when we lived in Victoria and took an amazing video of a pod of orcas swimming right up to the shore with like a baby. It's so cool. I'm so jealous, but also I didn't wake up early and go fishing, so it's kind of on me that I wasn't there. Wasn't Good Grail, but Life of Brian. Oh. How do you feel about orcas? Jerks are cute. Oh, they're magical. I think they're amazing. I think that as a human being, a human Ostopolis, I have no right to call any other animal a jerk. My species is the one that's like currently destroying the planet. I don't think I get to say that someone's like a jerk because they like, I don't know, ate a fish and wore it as a hat. Far be it from me to criticize. Autocorrect killing me today. Apparently. Your species is also the one trying to save it, so that's nice. Glass half full. Yeah, I suppose so. I could use a little bit of optimism. I think my doom scrolling's cooked me a little bit. I need a little hope. My main hope is mostly that we're going to ruin the planet so badly that we're going to extinctify ourselves. This is a word, I'm committing to it. And then after we have become extinct, the planet shall recover in some form or another after we're gone. That's kind of the thing that helps me sleep at night, is after we ruin things so badly that we are completely gone, everything will be okay eventually. You just have to compromise with the earth. Struggle with inventory? Can we see your bags open? Do you struggle with inventory slots? No, but I delete things like a monster. I just get rid of stuff. I clear out my bags like I'm picking up my fingernails whenever I'm waiting for something. I'll just start vendoring things, deleting things. I don't care if I need it again. If I need it that badly, I would have used it by now. Like, I'm not getting rid of, like, sky shards, but there's lots of extra little things that don't need to be in my bags that I'll just kind of fiddle with and get rid of. If I have enough time, I can usually get them pretty empty. I never worry about bag space. Speaking of, let's camp this rear and clean out the bags. Nope, that one I'm gonna disenchant. Yeah. The blues can go. I guess the epics we can stick in the warbank. This we can get rid of, this we can get rid of. Don't need Stormarian cores. Don't need that. Those are for warbank. One essence of lumber can just leave me alone, honestly. Those are not very valuable. That can go. Old Agi flasks. From leveling, I think, honestly. I don't think this character's doing any more prey. The Arcana's warbound, so I'll stick that in the bank. Same thing with the recipe. Vendor that. Can hold on to that, although I don't think I'm gonna get enough of them. Story of Spectacular Victory, Story of a Memorable Victory. Chuck both of those. Rough Stone. A couple of these things we can sell. Some of those aren't really worth selling. Learn this. Certain key level where the dungeons get tough? 15? 15, 16 for me? Mileage may vary depending on your group, your role, your class spec, experience, stress tolerance, time of the month, how hungry you are, that kind of thing. You want to hear a boring thing I did today that only adults can be excited by? Very much so. Lay it on. So that's gonna go in the bank. The sparks will just, I guess, sit on. What do you want? Got up early to go to a flea market. Did you have like a target item in mind, or were you just browsing? Thinking of just trying for the first mount? Oh yeah, you should. You bought a stainless steel pan. For just $5. And it's something so delightful and fix-upable too. I have to rehab my own stainless steel pans just for myself using them. I hit them with some Barkeeper's Friend, just scrub with some oxalic acid. Might take a layer off, but it's better than being covered in grime. I'll stick these ones in the bank. These guys can all go in the bank. Delete that. Glimmerline in the bank. Beacons of Hope in the bank, honestly. These are my own consumes. Lumber can for sure go in the war bank. And that's what my bags are looking like after cleaning them up. I've got a little pile of consumables, some potions, health potions. Yeah, it's just 2. It's fine. I've got some sparks that I suppose I could use to craft gear for Mog one day maybe, so I won't delete them. A couple dark particles. Just in case I end up getting any more dark particles in this character later. Yeah. That's the story. That's a good story. KSM easier than ever? Might be easy to say that for us. We've been getting KSM every season for a while now. The trickiest part is probably just the social element of finding groups. Because a lot of people will expect people with vastly overscored and overgeared for keys around 10, because people will just be smashing through them for their vaults, but I don't think that means you can't do it. I'm kind of surprised this rare didn't spawn while I was busy cleaning up my bags. Also, I have a bunch of gold. I guess I could put some of that in the war bank. Deposit 35k. And maybe withdraw. I don't know. 592, 1592. So it's like a nice even number. Usually do low keys to get used to the mechanics to start. That's smart. That's what I do too. People would always be yelling at me like, "Oh man, you can do a blank," and I'm like, "I know, but just give me a second. I wanna see it on easy first." There you go. Reining in expectations, difficult to ask of people in the pug scene. I feel like forming your own groups, as long as it doesn't take too long to wait for a tank. If you're healing, I think you're going to be in good shape. You can always just run your own key. And tanks might be more likely to join a key that already has a healer set up and isn't waiting for one. Perhaps. I don't think this rare is gonna spawn. But I've been waiting for it for so long, I feel like if I leave, it's gonna spawn behind me. Go check for Butcher Ravik and then come back around. Oh, it's almost noon. How did that happen? Where did the time go? Why are we all getting older? There's a Hearthstone Battlegrounds card, and it's a Quillbore, and he's a hot air surveyor, and he's a Quillbore and a hot air balloon, and he's got binoculars or something. And his voice line when you play him is, "Why is the ground getting closer?" And it kills me every time. They have some really funny voice lines. That's like one of my top 3 favorite. Right up there with the pirate with a spyglass who says, "Surely this way's west." Tells a whole story. Something navigator. May not be a very balanced game, but it's fantastic for farming new vocal stems. I'm not going to finish this quest. Check for the frog. Nope. Watched anything fun? Just Jeopardy and Love Island. That's it. Pretty sure. I don't think I've seen anything else. I started reading Aragon again. I found a hard copy of it. And in my head I had this idea that it was like a really juvenile book, and it's not like, you know, it's not Tolkien. But it's better than I remember it being. The writing is better than I remember giving it credit for. I'm enjoying it again. It's nostalgic. It's fun to revisit the books you read as a kid. Partner's listening to the 3rd book right now. Wish I wasn't so self-conscious in my voice. I want to. But I don't. That I go through every summon voice line from Hearthstone trying to mimic them. I love doing that. It's fun. I just like mimicking sounds. I'm not particularly good at it. And I wouldn't do this to somebody, but sometimes when there's someone with like a strong accent on TV and they say a word in a way that I find particularly charming because of their accent, I'll try to mimic that word in that accent. And then I'll just get stuck on that. Like one of my favorites is Alan Cummings from The Traitors saying personally. Don't take it personally. I'm giving it a little too much, but it's just satisfying. It must be very fun to be him. If we ever meet, you have permission to mock my accent. Noted. Screenshotting. Adding to folder of receipts for the day that I get canceled. She says he describes things in too much detail. Yeah. I can agree with that. I also think, though, that sometimes modern writing doesn't describe things at all. And you kind of wish it would, so sometimes it's nice. Glad my southern accent isn't too bad. I think every accent is charming. I would never want anyone to change any of them. I would never want to like mimic a word and have someone feel like they shouldn't say it the way that they do. I love the way that they say it, you know? It would be boring if we all spoke the same. We all have an accent, it just depends on where you're from and who hears it. Everybody thinks they sound normal to them. I have watched Jennifer's Body with Megan Fox and Amanda how do you say it? Seyfried? I have seen it. I watched it just in the last year, I think. When you say revisit books you read growing up, curious as to what new perspectives on Owls in the Family, Hatchet, and The Chrysalids will do for me. Hatchet, I'm pretty sure holds up. I think I reread that one as an adult already, because I loved that as a kid. That book is burned into my memory. I'm pretty sure I had a stolen library copy that just got absolutely read to pieces. I'm spending points in my Omnium Folio. It's true. Oh, I killed all the Zolomon rares I wanted. That's nice. I would do Herondar, but I gotta go. I'm out of time for today. I guess I can leave this character here and she can do more Zolomon rares next time. I say Seafried, but I fully accept that it is wrong. Did you have strong opinions on it? Did it resonate with you? I enjoyed it. I didn't regret the time I spent watching it. I see why it's a cult classic. I don't remember having strong opinions on it, though. Born in Texas. Holy cow, some of my relatives have it bad. Every now and then there will be a Jeopardy contestant that has like a really deep South accent, and it's just very satisfying. Okay. This is good enough. This isn't where any rare spawn, but this is good enough. We can leave her here. I gotta go. It's time for a Hazel weekend. I wonder if I can kidnap a cat for a last minute visit before I wrap this up. We had Tuna earlier. I wonder if I can get Tiki. Who's back? Look at who's back. Look at what an enormous baby. Big baby. How are ya? He's kind of doing his perkies. The last time I had him on stream like this, he bit me on the nose. He chomped the very tip of my nose. Oh. Thank you. Thanks, Andrea. Are you happy? What are you doing? I got you. I got you. Alright. Thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate it. I'll be back on Wednesday. I'll see you Wednesday. Have a wonderful Monday, Tuesday. And a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.